everybody. I think we're live. We live? We're live, yeah. The man's nodding. Welcome to this live stream from Greenkill in Kingston, New York. I'm Jennifer Maidman. This is Chris Payson, right here on the trumpet, who you can't see yet, but you will see. And Dan Hickey on the drums. And you're going to be hearing them in just a few seconds. And so we're going to kick off with a song from my album, Dreamland, which I always like to start with. It's called Open the Door, and it's like we're going to open a little door here, and hopefully some good stuff is going to come through that door. So, open the door. Groove settle. Please don't believe the things you heard. I understand your every word. I wait behind the darkest door. I am the ship, I am the shore. And I'll always be here if you call me. Behind the pleasure and the pain. Although you'll never see me, I'll bring the fire and the rain to blow your troubles away. To blow your troubles away. Some things you never learn to say. After the night, before the day. Without a reason or a rhyme. Without a space, without a time. She said, I'll always be here if you call me. Behind the pleasure and the pain. Although you'll never see me, I'll bring the fire and the rain to blow your troubles away. When you can't get over and you can't go around, when you can't get under, you gotta open the door, wide open. If you call me, behind the pleasure and the pain. Although you'll never see me, I'll bring the fire and the rain to blow your troubles away. When you can't get over and you can't go around. Oh, and you can't get under. You gotta open the door wide open. I wonder if we're headed out to Renegade's Ridge. I wonder if we're heading out to Renegade's Ridge. Open the door, open the door. 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 That was Open the Door. Thanks. There are people here. There's just very few. We had a maximum of 10. And yeah, so that was Open the Door. From the Dreamland album. So I thought, because this is such an intimate thing tonight, I try a couple of new things, and one of the things a few people have been saying to me is that to talk a little bit about my early life, because I tend to sort of think, oh, nobody's interested, but they, maybe they are. Anyway, so yeah, before we do this next song, I'll just read a little story, which kind of sets it up probably better than me nattering about nothing. So, I'm 7 years old. My new school is a dark Victorian building, freezing cold in the winter, stiflingly hot in the summer. It smells of boiled cabbage, urine, and tobacco. The headmaster puffs a pipe incessantly, leaving trails of smoke throughout the corridors. Almost all the other teachers smoke cigarettes, so it's a pretty murky place. The maps on the walls depict the British Empire in its heyday, dominating the globe, even though by now it's all long gone. Unlike prep school, there are no girls here, and only one female teacher. I get hit by a teacher the first day, hard across my legs, for something I haven't done. Some older kids set me up, some sort of initiation. Nobody had ever struck me. I felt shock and outrage at the injustice of it. The next day, Mr. Blunt came. Late 40s, brill-creamed quiff, black cape, and gold-rimmed glasses. One brown, high-heeled leather boot to equalize his legs, one of which is withered. Polio, someone whispers. He makes straight for me, the new boy. He grabs my bare thigh, squeezing hard until I beg him, "Please stop, sir." It hurts. Then he tickles me violently until I beg again. He relents, his dominance affirmed. Mr. Blunt insists we play football with no underwear and checks for compliance. He is surprisingly popular with the sporty boys, who beg for a ride to the football field in his big blue Humber Hawk. "Let's see how many of you I can squeeze in," he says. Like lambs to the slaughter. I am terrified of him, and when no one is around, he pulls me close and rubs his red, stubbly face slowly against my soft cheek. So, that might give you an idea where this song came from, which is called... I need my capo for this one. And the song's called "This Man Is Dangerous." And it's just a sort of some impressions, really. had a dream about a lonely boy waiting in the shadows of a life. He walks alone through the safety of the crowd, sharpening the anger like a knife. He never cried the day they closed the door. Somewhere inside, I know there must be more. Still mystified, is there a way to remember? This man is dangerous, you can see it in his eyes. Touch his tender heart, feel his temper start to rise. Caught in the shadow of a man you'll never be, running from a face without a name, looking for someone to take the blame. Inside the house, a world within a world, the eyes that never saw the light of day. He sacrificed it all to be his father's son, and watched this moonlight slowly fade away. He never heard the voice behind the door, a single word of the world that came before. The image blurred, is there a way to remember? This man is dangerous, I can see it in his eyes. I touch his tender heart, feel his temper start to rise. Chasing the shadow of a man he'll never be, running from a face without a name, looking for someone to take the blame. Take the blame. He packs away the pain and walks the city streets, waiting for his moment to arrive. Behind a wall, the devil sits alone, praying that the lovers will survive. She never cried as love was torn apart, swept aside by an unforgiving heart. The beauty died. Is there a way to remember? To find a face to fit the name. Don't let the moonlight fade away, 'cause we need it here today. Don't let the moonlight fade away, we need it here today. Don't let the moonlight fade away. It don't have to be that way. the moonlight to show us the way, strain to catch the unseen voice. Such precious words, they show us the way. Hear that voice. You gotta hear that voice. You gotta hear that voice. Yeah, I hear it now. Don't let the moonlight fade away. Don't have to be that way. Don't let the moonlight fade away. It don't have to be that way. Thank you. And as for Mr. Blunt, well, I definitely got the last laugh, I reckon. So, what should we do now? We did that one. Oh, yeah. I mean, let's do this song. Actually, I'm gonna split another little story while I swap out this guitar. This is my cigar box guitar, which I got recently, and I just sort of fell in love with it. It's so simple. It's got 4 strings. Doesn't sound like much like that. Plug it in. And, make a noise when I plug it in. Apologies. Not that bad. Tune as well, amazingly. So, yeah, here's another little story for you. Little story. I'm 4 years old. I'm in the bedroom. I'm singing one of my favourite songs to myself. I am a mole and I live in the hole. And the doorbell rings, and I run to my spot at the top of the stairs. And Dad's talking to a strange man in a hat decorated with coloured feathers. And the man creeps slowly backwards into the house, holding something enormous. It's covered in a grey canvas sheet, and 2 other men are helping. Right a bit, left a bit, boom, lots of noise. Eventually the thing is inside, and it fills our entire living room. What is it, Daddy? I say. It's a piano, he says, whipping off the canvas with a flourish. A grand piano! It's much bigger than I expected, says Mum, heading to the kitchen to make tea. The piano is old, and the ivory keys are stained yellow like Granddad's fingers. And my dad plays a chugging rhythm with his left hand. I jiggle with excitement. Sort of like that. Then he lifts me onto the stool and slides a big hairy arm each side of my body. He places my index fingers over 2 bass notes, and I press down hard. The vibration tickles. And then he gently moves my fingers up and down in time, making out the rhythm. That's boogie woogie, he says. And I begin to boogie all by myself. 4 years old, and my dad joins in with bright chords and high notes. It's the best thing I've ever heard. I'm hooked for life. rusted wreck by the roadside, and it ain't going nowhere. Too much like my life, I gotta get out of here. I love your kiss, baby, it's just dragging me back, but this voice keeps calling, I can't hear anything else. I remember this next verse. Calling out the devil's name, looking for a reason why, and trying to send somebody to blame. Holding on to yesterday is dragging me down. That's why I'm traveling light. Soon I'll be out of sight. See me, I'm breaking these chains. Now that I made up my mind, I'll leave my baggage behind. See me, I'm breaking the chains. Traveling light, I'm traveling light. Traveling light, traveling light, traveling light, traveling light. I'm traveling light, traveling light. Soon I'm gonna be out of sight. That was so good I remember the words to the next verse. And if I said I wouldn't miss things, I'd be untrue to myself. But this voice keeps calling, I can't hear anything else. I don't want to spend my life calling out the devil's name. I'm looking for a reason why, and trying to find somebody to blame. 'Cause holding on to yesterday, it's dragging me down. So that's why I'm traveling light. Soon I'll be out of sight. See me, I'm breaking these chains. I'll be out of sight. And now that I made up my mind, I'll leave my worries behind. See me, I'm breaking these chains. I'm gonna be out of sight. Traveling light, traveling light, traveling light, traveling light, traveling light, traveling light, traveling light. Soon I'm gonna be out of sight. That's why I'm traveling light. I'm traveling light. Soon I'm gonna be outside. I'm breaking these chains. I'm breaking my chains. I'm breaking my chains. That's why I'm traveling light. That was a song. Thank you so much. That song was written by a really dear friend of mine, Paul Brady, who I've been playing with for years. Started playing for back in the 80s. And sorry I forgot your words, Paul. They're great words. And I sort of messed them up. But it doesn't matter, does it? Because that's what the song's all about. It's about sort of just throwing off your unnecessary stuff. And so there you go. That was Travelling Light. So what shall we do now? I do have a set list. How about No Man's Land? Yeah, No Man's Land. Okay, it's another bit of a change here. Whoop! So this song, hopefully you can hear me as I'm moving around a bit. I had a dream I was on the road. I'm just going to change the guitar, take 2 seconds. There's no rush, is there? Because most of you are sat at home, all comfy. Hope you're comfy on the sofa or whatever. And nice cup of tea or coffee or whatever it is you like to have. And yeah, so the background to this song is I'm going to do this because I've got a funny ear. I've had a funny year since I went on a plane. I flew over from the UK. It gets better if I do that, see. So, yeah, in 1988, I was on the road with David Sylvian, a guy called David Sylvian. And the tour was called In Praise of Shamans. And it was, I guess it was kind of asking for trouble with a name like that. But all sorts of wacky stuff happened, lots of synchronicity. Anyway, I had this dream, and I hadn't been to this area at that point. We went to Albany, you know. But I had a dream, we were in Italy, and I dreamt of this place. There was a big river, there was hills, there's all kinds of stuff, and there was a little town with a stockade. Now, people that know Kingston will know that it's famous for its stockade, or used to have a stockade. Why is that doing that? So anyway, I had a dream, wrote the song, sort of based on that dream. It originally had the word stockade in it, but I took it out because it didn't scan well. But and then about a year later, I came to Kingston for the first time, and I was sort of, oh, this is the place in my dream. So that was pretty weird. But then again, not really. So this song is on the Dreamland album, and it's called No Man's Land. Sorry, my fault. I should have counted it in. My fault. 2, 3, 4. The ground is never firm. Earth turns to water. The egg begins to burn. The shifting of the balance, the subtle shades of quadrillion, making waves to reach the farthest shore. In no man's land, a voice that never speaks soars across the skyline of wise and ancient peaks. In no man's land, the music casts a spell, synchronizing heartbeats to the ever-flowing well. And up ahead, in a house upon a hill, sister keeps a candle burning, beacon for the love returning. And in a heart where time could never kill, seal a helpless silent yearning, know the distant tide is turning. Payson on the trumpet. Wonderful. In no man's land, across the great divide, the gap is getting wider to meet the other side. And the poets and the dreamers hold fast to love through fear and anger, 'cause they know only love can keep the flame alive. Keep the flame alive. And up ahead, in the house upon a hill. Sister keeps a candle burning, beacon for the love returning. And in her heart, what time could never kill, feel a helpless silent yearning, know the distant tide is turning. The tide is turning, though it doesn't seem that way. The tide is turning, I can feel it. Oh, we are stardust, oh, we are golden. Oh, we are stardust, we are golden. Synchronizing heartbeats to the ever-flowing well. We are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying it out there in YouTube land or wherever it is, Webby land. So that was No Man's Land from the Dreamland album. I just got to say, my partner, wife, Annie Whitehead, who normally plays trombone with us, isn't here. We're having a lovely time, but you know we really miss her, and she can't get here at the moment because of the US travel ban. So, hi Annie, and it's 1 a.m. there in England, so she's probably not watching live, but she'll see it. So, yeah, we miss you. So we have a horn section of 1 tonight, but it's a hell of a horn section, I tell you. Chris Payson and Dan Hickey on the drums. Incredible grooves happening here. So let's do another song. Yeah, so that was the story behind that one. Let's do this one. Sitting by the Pool. Yeah. So this song, how this came about was, I talked a little bit about school and stuff. You know, my parents were fantastic, I'll say that. They were great people, you know. School was another story. But, you know, I was a kid growing up in the 60s, trans. You know, I knew I was trans from an early age. I was always trying to work it out, couldn't work it out. Didn't really exist then. It certainly wasn't on my parents' radar. So I got pretty messed up and mixed up, and left school at 16, got into bands, which was great. You know, I kind of threw everything into that. But by the time I was about 19, 20 years old, I felt like I'd lived, you know. I was confused, really. So anyway, I ended up in, a long story, which I won't go into, I ended up in therapy in Los Angeles, which was the first time I came to the US. And I guess that's when I kind of saw that there was another way and things might be all right. And I went on my own at first, then my partner, my previous partner, came with me, and we found a little apartment there, and we had a swimming pool. I mean, it was a communal swimming pool for the bunch of apartments. And, you know, I'd been quite depressed, I guess, prior to that for all sorts of reasons. Couldn't really work out who I was or how to live my life. And then one day we were just sitting there. I was dangling my feet in the pool. It was Los Angeles, you know, Hotel California. Everything was beautiful. And I had my guitar. And I was like, oh, actually, this is not bad, is it? You know, life could be all right. You know, despite Mr. Blunt. And and this song just kind of popped out, really, sitting by the pool. So So it's quite an old song, but I've never actually released it, so I think we should release it soon. Yeah. I always take it too fast, so I'm going to just check in with myself. Sitting by the pool and everything is cool. The sun is shining, a gentle breeze is blowing in my hair, and I think I'm gonna stay here. I think I'm gonna stay all day. I'm grinning like a fool, 'cause everything is cool. I feel no sorrow, all my cares are gonna have to wait till tomorrow, 'cause I think I'm gonna stay, I think I'm gonna stay all day. Take me away. I'll be sitting by the pool where everything is cool, where the sun is shining, a gentle breeze is blowing in my hair, and I think I'm gonna stay, I think I'm gonna stay all day. I'll be grinning just like a fool, 'cause everything is so cool. I feel like singing, I don't care what tomorrow is bringing, and I think I'm gonna stay, I think I'm gonna stay all day. Yes, I think I'm gonna stay, I think I'm gonna stay all day. Yes, I think I'm gonna stay here, I think I'm gonna stay all day by the pool. Oh man, I love that flugelhorn. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? I just wanted him to go on and on and on, but I know that's, you know, I'm married to a horn player, so now that's not fair, because it's like a lip thing. So that was wonderful, wonderful flugelhorn play. So yeah, that was Los Angeles back in whenever it was, 79, 80. That's when you all say, oh, she doesn't look old enough. Oh. So what else are we going to do? Oh yeah. Well, this is kind of semi-chronological, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, this is a song from a good friend of mine, very good friend, who will probably see this, a guy called Mick Gaiman, a great guitar player and a harmonica player, lives in England, lives in Cornwall, in the Celtic bit. So he wrote some nice chords, and I got some words, and I was going through a tough time at that point. Again, another tough time, but kind of different kind of a tough time. This was probably in the late 80s, and you know, things were weird for whatever reason. And I wrote these words, and they just kind of went with it. So you got this? You got something, right? Yeah. What? The letting go. Oh. Yeah. I do have it. Yeah, you do. There you go. I mean, these guys are incredible musicians, and I mean, they're really, you know, this is real kind of seat of the pants stuff. It's just the nature of it for me. So thank you for going with this. And so this song's called The Letting Go. I'm just going to set up a little delay thing here. All the mothers and the fathers, the sisters and the priests, they've all got my number. It's the number of the beast. But their devils chill my spirit. I'm shivering with cold. Am I becoming bitter? Maybe I'm just growing old. I'm growing old. I was only about 30. So I tried to spit the poison out. I want to exorcise the ghost. I want to stay with you forever in a cottage by the coast. And we'll walk down to the water. We'll laugh, we'll shout, and we'll run. 'Cause my heart is like a picture of everything we've done. Of everything we've done. Sometimes we reap a bitter harvest. Freedom's filled with pain. Sometimes I wonder, will these battered hearts, will they ever love again? And then suddenly a signpost, it's written much too clear. Behind the madness and all the morals, it's just the letting go we fear. The letting go. The letting go. The letting go we fear. Behind the madness and all the morals, just letting go we fear. And we'll walk down to the water. We'll laugh and we'll shout and we'll run. 'Cause my heart is like a picture of everything we've done. And we'll walk down to the water, and we'll laugh and shout and run. 'Cause my heart is like a picture of everything we've done. It's the letting go. It's the letting go. It's the letting go. I'm gonna whisper in your ear. It's the letting go we fear. It's the letting go we fear. It's the letting go. It's the letting go. Woo. Thank you. Thanks. And thanks to all of you out there in YouTube land again. And just want to shout out to a few people here who sort of encouraged me with some of this story stuff and writing, and my writing coach, Dakota Lane, amazing. And also Weston Blealock and Julia Blealock at Woodstock Arts. I know you'll see this at some point, so thanks for your support. And Jerry Marotta, Chris Wells, Secret City, all the people that have been so supportive. So thank you. Oh yeah, talk to you. You mentioned that. Yeah, let's have a go at that. I think that might be a little electric guitar thing, so let's get that. It's kind of a reggae tune. Okay. So Dan will be hearing this for the first time. I think this is great to do it this way. See, this is what music should be. Somebody asked me the other day on a podcast what jazz is, and I said, well, it's an attitude. It's not really a particular genre of music. I mean, it can be, but it's really about just having a sort of an attitude of, hey, let's try it. And just while I'm plugging in, I'll just tell you another little story. Another guy I work with a lot, Murray Head. Hi, Murray, if you ever see this. We work a lot in France, and he told me, you know, he went to school with Tim Rice, you know, who wrote or co-wrote, amongst other things, Jesus Christ Superstar and all those things. And I think that was their first big hit. And I'm not saying my musical will be anything like that, but Murray said, you know, the first time Tim said, oh, I've got this idea for a musical, Jesus Christ Superstar. And Murray said, I won't swear because it's not going to be online, but he said, you must be effing joking. And the rest is history. So there you go. This is my Les Paul. It's my sort of Bob Marley guitar. So I'll just start a groove. And it's a sort of one droppy thing. When the feeling starts, you gotta let go. 'Cause everybody knows this pain that makes us grow. I fell into a big black hole. I felt the power of the wounded soul. I'm gonna crash, my heart's on fire. Don't turn away, don't cut the wire. I wanna talk to you, I wanna touch your body, I wanna hold you in my arms, just like a newborn child. I wanna walk with you into the light of a bright tomorrow. I wanna hold you in my arms, like a newborn child. Like a newborn child. Sometimes it gets so hard to live in the now, when you wanna let go of your fear but you don't know how. But I believe there's more than enough. I put my faith in the power of love. Can't remember that line. I wanna talk to you, I wanna touch your body, I wanna hold you in my arms like a newborn child. I wanna walk with you into the light of a bright tomorrow. I wanna hold you in my arms like a newborn child. I fell into a big black hole. I felt the power of the wounded soul. I'm gonna crash, my heart's on fire. Don't turn away, don't cut the wire. I wanna talk to you, I wanna touch your body, I wanna hold you in my arms, just like a newborn child. I wanna walk with you into the light of a bright tomorrow. I wanna hold you in my arms like a newborn child. Yeah. Like a newborn child. This old world world is falling apart. This is the age of the open heart, and I believe there's more than enough. I put my faith in the power of love. I wanna talk to you. I wanna touch your body. I wanna hold you in my arms, just like a newborn child. I wanna walk with you into the light of a bright tomorrow. I wanna hold you in my arms, just like a newborn child. Wonderful, guys. Beautiful. Yeah. So that's not on any records yet, but it will be on the next one. And I'll make sure I get all the words right as well. I've just realised, I think this is the first whole set live stream that I've done. I've done sort of odds, you know, 1 or 2 songs. But how are we doing for time, guys? I have no idea. I know it's not strict, but... Is it? Okay, so we're good for a couple. Yeah, okay. Couple more hours. Yeah, careful what you wish for. Should we do? Where would that take us? Let's do the Woodstock Well. So one of the things that I've been talking about to these various people is like Pat's doing a show about, you know, lots of people get kind of pulled to Woodstock and Kingston, this area. I mean, I have my own theory about that. I don't know how many people out there know, but there's actually a huge meteorite landed up in the Slide Mountain wilderness about millions of years ago. About millions of years ago. That'll give you a sort of rough, you know, time frame. And you can see it from space. You can see the shape, yeah. And so there's some weird river formations. So here's the thing, right? So that's kind of like around Phoenicia, Woodstock, that area. Here's the thing, is like they know that that's the case now. They found the ashes from drilling, but they also found that it affects the gravity in that area. So this, I can't remember if it's more or less gravity. It's measurable. It's measurable on whatever they use to measure gravity. So, you know, it's got to be something, isn't there? So anyway, you know, the reason Woodstock is an arts colony is really because it started with Birdcliff, which is Ralph Whitehead, who's probably related to my partner, Annie Whitehead. They came from the same town, not at the same time, but he came out here in the end of the 19th century with another guy called Harvey White, and they set up Birdcliff with Jane Bird, who was Ralph's wife. And then they had a bit of a falling out, because by all accounts, Ralph was fairly sort of straight-laced sort of character, and Harvey was very much, you know, he was a hippie really before, you know, before there were hippies. So Harvey was a hippie. That's a song as well, I think, isn't it? Harvey was a hippie, and so they split, and that's how the Maverick came to be. You know, some of you all know the Maverick concert hall. So that was Harvey's place, and it was, you know, much freer. And in 1915, he held the very first music festival in Woodstock. And funnily enough, the following year, he gave an interview to the New York Times, which I think is quite interesting, because it gives a bit of an insight into the kind of guy he was. And they were obviously a bit bemused, I think, the New York Times. Sunday, July the 30th, 1916. Mr. White has been called a number of things, but never a high financier. Some learned members of the Woodstock artist colony speak of him as the American Tolstoy. They are deceived by the fact that he wears a Russian blouse, flappy cotton trousers, much hair and beard, and lives a contemplative bachelor existence in a cabin of his own building. So, and here's a quote from Harvey. We're going to do a song about him, you see. This is why I'm doing this. Harvey says to the New York Times, he says, "My reasons for wearing this purple Russian blouse, for instance, or high financial. Not at all a desire to make myself conspicuous. A purple Russian blouse is comfortable, does not break the line of the body awkwardly at the hip, and is easily renovated by washing and hanging on a bush in the sun. So that's Harvey White. So my friend Julia Blealock, who I mentioned, who is one half of Woodstock Arts, wrote some lyrics, which I really liked. So I set them to music, and it's called The Woodstock Whirl. I've got it written out because there's a lot of them, and I can't remember them yet. So I'm going to blow it on the acoustic. So imagine it's 1915. We're in a field somewhere in Woodstock in the forest near Maverick. And Harvey's there in his purple Russian blouse. And there's all sorts of people doing all sorts of things. Some of them which probably can't talk about. And this is the Woodstock Whirl. I am the king of hedonism, untutored in asceticism. Of delight I am a connoisseur, an addict of its fatal lure. I have scaled the heights of fun, of pleasures I've known every one, but which you ask was the best of all? Well, of course it was the 1915 Woodstock Festival. It was a pleasure I shall not forget. Glorious invitation, one hastened to unfurl. Don a costume, choose a friend, take your partners for the Woodstock Whirl. Glamorous convention, vivid with delight, sparkling with revelry, anticipating night. We gather in the afternoon from miles and miles around. There are horses and motor cars and caravans abound. There are princes and princesses, gypsies and buffoons, and Pan with a laurel wreath, and satyrs piping tunes. Enterprising revellers bring carnival delights. There are people making tree hats and people flying kites. So which you ask was the best of all? Well, of course it was the 1915 Woodstock Festival. It was a pleasure I shall not forget to leave. Glorious invitation, one hasten to unfurl. On a jump and choose a friend, we'll all go dancing at the Woodstock Whirl. Yeah, that's great. That took me right back to 1915. At dusk we stopped to make Great bonfires in the field, and stews are cooked in blackened pots, and food hampers unsealed. A natural amphitheatre where we later take our places. Silver August moonlight shines on our expectant faces. An orchestra commences, Tchaikovsky is sublime, and then a Russian dancer seems to halt the flow of time. We're suspended in perfection in a fourth dimensional void, causing pleasures so intense it can scarcely be enjoyed. What you ask was the best of all. Well, of course it was the 1915 Woodstock Festival. It was a pleasure I will never forget. 2, 3, 4, glorious invitation, one hasten to unfurl. Don a costume, choose a friend. We'll all go dancing in the Woodstock Whirl. We'll all go dancing at the Woodstock Whirl. We'll dance into the future at the Woodstock Whirl. That's the Woodstock Whirl. Words by Julia Blealock. Thank you, Julia. So yeah, we're going to record that. Well, I think we've got time for one more. David's shrugging. I just want to say thank you to David Strahl for doing the sound here today, and other David. And I'm really sorry I've forgotten your second name. David Schall, yeah, who've done an amazing job here on the lights and the sound, and we hope you've enjoyed it. And fancy Lonesome Road? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to change guitar again. This is a song that, the reason we're doing this song, well, it's a great song, is one thing, but also I noticed on Chris's, problems. Chris's CV that he played with Frank Sinatra. And I was like, oh my God, I'm such a Frank Sinatra fan. And I mean, these guys are like, serious players, Chris has played with some great people, Buddy Rich Band. But Frank, I mean, that's like amazing. Dan was with Joe Jackson. They Might Be Giants, lots of other great stuff. So it's a real privilege to play with musicians like this, of such caliber, where I can just come in and just screw up and be all spontaneous, and they just kind of follow me. It's incredible. They'll probably sack me after this gig. So anyway, this is the reason for doing a Frank Sinatra song. Yeah, and also I think it kind of fits the. Sorry, just tune up a bit. The last song to be in tune, at least. The theme of the song, it's called Lonesome Road. I don't know who wrote this, is it? It's not Sammy Cahn or someone like that, is it? No, it's one of those guys. Yeah. My dad used to play these sort of things. He was a sort of amateur musician, and in the arrogance of youth, I was like, what's that? I want to hear the Beatles. And now I sort of listen to these songs and go, oh God, they're so good. The performances are amazing, but also the songs are great. They had a way of summing things up, and I think this song is a great summing up of something. It's called the Lonesome Road, and I'll let the song speak for itself. I won't explain it. Can you be a sort of, yeah, that thing, down, look down that lonesome road before you carry on. Look up, and greet your maker before Mr. Gabriel blows his horn. Weary toting that heavy load, trudging down that lonesome road. Look out, look down that lonesome road before you carry on. True love, what have I done to make you treat me so? You cause me to walk and talk like I never did before. Weary toting such a heavy load, trudging down that lonesome road. Look down that lonesome road before you travel on. Down, yeah, right? At lonesome road before you travel on. Look up, and greet your maker before Mr. Gabriel blows his horn. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Chris Payson, Dan Hickey, the two Davids, our wonderful studio audience, thank you so much. Thank you to all of you out there for watching. If you are, I hope you are. And I've been Jennifer Maidman, and buy my album. It's called Dreamland. Dreamland. It's everywhere. It's on, usual places, or Woodstock Arts, or Amazon, or whatever. So I hope to see you soon, perhaps in the real world, in 3 dimensions. Thank you. Had a great time.